Hey, welcome back to FTL Multiverse. Still flying the ship I can't pronounce, but it is Alcrum's cruiser. Let's make one of these. Bring us down from 17.1 on the modular beam to 15.5. Which is nice. Green distress beacon, huh? Okay. The strange ship's pulling around this beacon does bring mark, but also ducks. Yeah. A mysterious and overwhelmingly powerful creature. The more ducks you have, the stronger they are. The ship shuts off, hails. To your surprise, transfers over some blueprints. While most ships would have sent a transmission, this one's apparently gone back to very basic messaging techniques. A duck has flown over to drop it off and now seems to have joined your crew. Duck. The duck doesn't seem to want to do much. Can it man? No. Okay. Collector, collect things, got a problem. Haven't we done everything for him? Besides all the new stuff that's been appearing, I found a couple of other anomalies linked through. Yeah. Something's real. Okay, so you can pick whichever one you want then. This adaptive violence weapon can change to an effectively infinite number of times. Wait. It's not infinite, is it? It stops at 11. Special design that excels particularly at suffocating the enemy, though it can be applied to other purposes. I'm guessing it drains oxygen? Or, oh, it's the 100% breach chance. Our bounty's right there, okay. Not wasting any time on any of these. Finally double check. Oh yeah, it's the one that's like, yeah. We'll board and drain its shields, and then use our weapons. Because they only have a small weapons room after all. Oh, that can't miss. Okay. Go duck! I'll show him. Well, that should keep him busy for a bit. Also, it seems my duck isn't all that amazing. Oh wow, double kill. That's the first time I've ever seen one of those. Double knockout or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, no. Not sure what to think about the duck. He's funny, yeah, but... I'm questioning the usefulness. Especially if he's gonna stay in there. I think I'm gonna dismiss him. Federation military grade cloning breaching pod launcher. Yeah, we know the weapon, we aren't particularly fond of it. Doug's gonna have to go though. Check the monks. Okay. So funny, but useless. Well, the duck's trying to do something. It can repair. Yep. Okay. Sorry, but we need to hold on to Anorak here. Do you have anything to sell? Yes, we got the Fumigligman. Which we'll happily do. Trade with... what do the Zoltans have? A grand total of nothing. Yeah. I'll stick to my guns. Having an extra dude on board would be nice, sure, but... Nope. Okay, is oxygen still ticking up? Yes, but slowly. Can probably just... There we go. That has to be quote-unquote a bug with the advanced ventilation, right? Because I'm probably just trying to put all the oxygen into this room and then it immediately diffuses it to the other rooms. Yeah, it's probably something like that. Contact the pirates. Surprising how the pirates move as you approach. When he hails you, demanding to know your intentions. Offer to trade. Do you have anything to trade? Target painter. Oh, that's for the drones, isn't it? So, yeah. Well, there's hacking that I would have liked. Thanks, lads. Alright, let's see what this stuff is. You tracked down the headquarters Anarch gave you an old ministry research outpost that was abandoned during the onset of the Dustbringer Revolution. However, there seems to be little activity both outside and within. Bioscans show only one individual inside, though they don't seem to be a Zoltan. Something is wrong here. Enter the hideout. You launch on the landing pad nearby and pull open the rusty doors. Noticing scattered Dustbringer armor all over the floor, while there's obviously no corpses, the faint residual energy signature suggests all of these soldiers died here. Chances are you're about to find the killer. Deeper into the hideout, you eventually find a main lobby surprisingly cozy for a once science outpost and now ex-terrorist hideout. With a man in grey armor sprawled on a couch with his arm dangling off, waiting for you. Good, you made it. I was wondering how long until you'd get here. After I spied your ship, amongst hideout, idiotic green freaks couldn't contain their temper, even when I told them to wait, and look where it got them. Blown to smithereens. The man gets off the couch, revealing himself to be an impressive height. He peels off his painted MFK helmet, places on a table and reaches out to his hand. I, on the other hand, aren't so stupid as to tangle with renegades. Name's Sagittarius? Well, not really. Name's Jack, but really calls me Sagittarius. One of his goofy little nicknames. Flashes a smile, extends his hand even further across the table, demanding you shake it. Yeah, sure. I attempt to grab his hand, he slides back smoothly and throws up to finger guns. Oh, get him everything. Mercenary spins around and flops back onto the couch. So with the pleasantries out of the way, shall we begin? I think we shall. If you're observant and knowledgeable, no offense if you aren't. Like you've noticed, I'm an angel, one of the syndicate's goons, minion Fort Vale, blah blah blah. I'm a mercenary, a good one, I get things done. I know renegades and mercenaries have some bad blood, but we're both in the business of efficiency. I think we found a way for us both to be very efficient together. It's a bit of a reprisal of a less glamorous plan I had before, but I think we can weave you in and make something that really blows all the socks off. Man draws cigarettes from his pocket and lights it with a flame he produces from a miniature flamethrower built into his sleeve. Since you've met the monk, I'm sure you've at least been introduced to the name Deverak. I'm not quite sure how Zoltans do physical attraction, but apparently I've heard he's quite strapping. The darling of not only the Dustbringer, but the Ministry too. Indeed, Mr. Ray exists in the grey zone between Patriot and Rebel to the aspiring youth of the Ministry. Everyone's grown tired of the corrupt faculties of Minister Lumet, and day by day more and more turn to radical venues like the Dustbringers. Fingers, lips, tissue, patience, renegade. Don't you care about backstory and contexts? Oh, we're all about efficiency. Let me tell you a story for 2 hours. Where's the fun of work if you don't see the scene first? Deverak has become a poster child of the entire Dustbringer movement. His face alone has convinced countless Zoltans to betray the Ministry. He's seen as a moderate among all of these terrorists, someone reasonable and rational, turned against only the corrupt Ministry officials who caused all of this mess. But that's just what they say, at least. Don't really care if he's the nicest guy in the multiverse or a raving psychopath. He's my target, so no matter what kind of person he is, he's about to end up dead. Yeah, he's not. He's gonna join my crew if things go well. I think he's a pretty good fighter. Jack pauses, letting this sink in before continuing. But I see there's no ordinary hits. For the very people that hired me are the Dustbringers themselves. There's a lot of fear that Deverak may have turned again, and he's planning to renounce his membership. At such a pivotal moment, it does bring him a movement. Well, it'd be quite disastrous. Yeah, this whole universe one backstab, though, very, very advantageous. Say a rebel killed Devrak before he ever had the chance to announce the Dustbringers. Yeah. Jack snaps his fingers, you and nods. That would be very advantageous indeed. It'd be the rebels crossing one final line, and the mystery isn't going to do anything, of course. It's just enough to convince some gullible youth they need to do their part in avenging the fallen hero. I'll give it enough time, surely it'll happen naturally, but time is on my client's side. Good friend Devrak's assassination by the rebels. Those things I was traveling with were supposed to set the trap, lure Devrak out, it's time for us to swoop in and pew pew. We'd expecting a whisk going after the monk with the whole non-violence shtick. Turns out you were there. And now the lure is dead. So frankly, I think you're sort of in my debt in a way. You ruined the plan and now you owe it to me to fix it, yeah? It's a win-win-win. You get rid of a war criminal, the Dusk get their silly war propaganda fuel, and I get Veil to stop riding my ass. How could you refuse? You'll need to monk though for this to work. Someone close enough to Devrak that'll actually draw him out. He's still with you, yep. Turn to Anorak, who's been listening in to the whole conversation, chuckles nervously to a joke no one else heard, and looks at Jack. Good, so he's still there, means this plan might still work. Jack moves closer and look, I know it might be hard for you to explain your friend. Think about what you'll gain from it. You want out from this Dustbringer business, right? Well, the only reason you're in hot water is because the Dusks think you're a Devrak. Do this for me and you'll also absolve yourself of any threat you might pose to the Dustbringers. You'll be a free man, see, everyone wins here. How could you refuse the offer? Yeah, we'll accept it. Throwing you into half embraces if you've known each other for your whole life. Good, see, that's what I like about Renegades. You understand about it, it's paying off a debt. In the business, it's always helps have friends in high places, right? Well, I won't waste any more of your time. I'll patch over the coordinates and we'll be on our way. Jack shows you a thumbs up and begins to leave. Before he steps out the door, he looks back over his shoulder. Oh, but so we're clear, Renegade. You're there to lure Devrak out so we can kill him. If you try any funny business with me, my boot crushing your throat will be the last sensation you ever feel. Yeah, well, we'll see about that. You need to breathe, which means I can board your ship. And I guess we're not wasting any time, huh? Okay. Let's go then. For a supposed secret hideout of next terrorists, you didn't quite expect a busy city planet populated to the brim with Zoltans and even some other species. Seems to be a trade-up of some sort. The coordinates lead you to a small landing pad next to a shady-looking docking port. Send an Anorak to find Devrak. Well, Anorak to the docking port, though with his strange hobbling even more haphazard than normal, you figure he's just as unsure what to do as you are. As Anorak approaches a small metal door guarded by a burly outcast, you take a glance around you. No sighting of Jack or any Syndicate or Rebel ships around. Maybe that's for the best. Hello, doorman. Man who guards doors, as you are, because you're standing by the door. Anorak laughs comfortably and the rock and growls. I'm a woman. Ah, yes, of course. I didn't intend to offend. By doorman, I did not intend to imply gender, only that you are a man who guards doors, not man being as in rock man. In its most general neutral form. I too am of neutral general form, though. I do not off. The rockman growls again. Shut the hell up, unless you've got business here, you ain't welcome. She looks up at you and your crew, especially no renegades. Nods, yes, of course, right. Well, I do believe we do have business here. Yes, my friends Shulks and Bry and I are... Oh yeah, Shulks and Bry, that's how he named us, wasn't it? We're here to find a man named Devrak. About yay high, light green, carries a big goofy looking orange sword. Have you seen him? Rockman crosses her arms. Never heard of him. Even if I had, I wouldn't let anyone near him unless they had a password. The password? I don't think I know any passwords. Well, I know many passwords, but I don't know if the passwords I know are the same password you know. I can make you some soup. Will that get us inside? Nope. Rockman steps to the side, further blocking the door. He notices a few other guards, all Zoltan hiding in the shadows watching him. He was here, perhaps you could pass a message to him. Anorak, upon hearing your suggestion, nods yes. If you could just send him a message, tell him Anorak is here. Looking for him, I need to talk about important professional business. Why should I do anything for you, monk? I know your type. I used to pop the heads off of religious zealots back in. Rockman is cut off by a raspy voice gleefully shouting Anorak's name. Yes, you've come to me at last. A slender Zoltan struts out from the door and pulls Anorak into a brotherly embrace. My old friend, I heard you died on some lizard planet. Devrak pulls away for a second to look his old friend in the face. Anorak squirms uncomfortably in his embrace. No, Devrak. Just you as if realizing you're there for the first time. He stares at you blankly, dead in the eyes, making you feel very uncomfortable. Am I who? No, I'm not Devrak. I'm nothing but a hollow shell of light and energy. One which has died and has been resurrected for ignoble cause so many times it can no longer feel pain, nor has any connection to the realm of the living. Zoltan reaches behind his arms, behind him, and pulls out the glowing orange sword and holds it to you. Zevrak, the sacred blade, channels the soul of the being who once was me. This is my essence, my life force. If the blade is to perish, so will I. He smiles a little too fondly at the blade, then just stows it again. So, dear friends, what brings you here? Anurag gulps. Well, you know what, never mind. Derek shakes his hand. Oh, come on, you can tell me. We've known each other since, forever? Did you change your mind? Have you come to help me? I think Rebellion's betrayal is finally the ammunition we need to dissolve the Dustbringers. Is there a chance? Anurag sharp to stop this whole mess to burp. Anurag finally breaks, cutting Deverak off in exasperation. I want you to cut any involvement I have in your stupid suicidal ploy. You're going to get me killed. More importantly, you're going to get yourself killed, and more importantly, you're going to get me killed. I don't want a part of this, I want out. Deverak seems confused, but Anurag, this is how we get out. We have to fight back, show everyone exactly why the Dustbringers can't be allowed to win. We can't just do nothing. And actually keeps shaking his head, smacking himself on the cheek and spinning in circles. No, you don't hear me. I need out. Looks like he's about to break down. Psychologically, an explosion sends you all troubling. You go sky, expecting to see a rebel vessel as promised, but what you see is no rebel. A Federation cruiser has descended upon the city, followed by a fleet of smaller vessels that are engaged in combat with some Dustbringers. Have heroically swooped in to save the day. In Double Cross, this was deployed to spark further outrage against the rebellion. It was a plot to justify all-out war with Federations. There's been a radical surrender your weapons and your person to the law of the Federation at once. You'll be given this one single warning before you are forced to open fire on the city defenses and take the terrorists you offer refuge to through force. The voice clearly jacks, though he's pretending to sound like a Federation official instead. Deverak is both shocked and betrayed. Can't betray me. The entire Federation could collapse because of this. City is under ministry jurisdiction. They won't stand for this. Attack the vessel. Screwed up badly here, but now's your chance to fix it. Unfortunately, both the Husband and Federation forces are hostile to you in this one, so I don't expect much support. Yeah. And he's gonna, yeah. No mind control though, which is big. Alright, Duck, go get him. Dug down, dug down. I think it's time we pull our crew back, actually. Tried to save you. Oh, the duck can fix it. I just sent somebody to his death. Yay. Okay, didn't hit the clone bay, that's the important part. Okay, you're gonna die, so may as well start a fire. Which means other guys will die too, but at least their med bay is down and out. Alright, coming back. It's too much damage. Get in there quickly. I think the crew kill is better here than... Alright, Syndicate's mercenaries and their vessel have been defeated, or at least close to it. The Federation cruiser plunges to the landing pad rather smoothly for a crashing ship, while the fighting still continues. A few of the ship pause in realization the big threat has been taken down. In days of the battle, you hadn't quite realized that several broadcasting drones have gathered around the city observing you, and some reporters are even on scene. Anorak seems to realize this too, and something comes over him. He rushes over to the wreckage and emerges several minutes later with a struggling body. It's Jack, badly injured, who Anorak flops on the ground and pulls the helmet off. He holds it high in the air before realizing he's facing the wrong direction for the camera and turns around. The Syndicate. The Syndicate is behind us. Look at the helmet. I know it looks like an MFK helmet, but it's not. It's not the rebels, at least I don't think it is. It's an angel, not like a heavenly angel, like a Syndicate angel. He's a merc for the Syndicate, and Rick rushes beside him to help his old friend find the right words. For years, Dustbringers have petitioned that the Federation has grown weak and useless in its prime age, and have argued the Ministry should divorce itself from the Alliance and become a new all-encompassing empire. Yet in all of the years, never once have the Dustbringers been able to truly justify their hatred to the Federation. It is true the Federation is imperfect and is a composite of imperfect governments run by imperfect people, yet it stands to represent our one universal dream, true galactic or even multiversal peace. Dustbringers don't want this peace, and so in their desperation they found one final effort. Hiring mercenaries, pirate scum, who make this galaxy an even more dangerous and villainous place to stage a Federation assault on a peaceful military trading port. Are these the actions of self-professed heroes? People willing to die for their nation and the good of the galaxy, or is this the work of a group of terrorists trying to seize power at the cost of perhaps the one and only hope we have left of achieving unity in the multiverse? My crew did make it back, right? Because Deverak steps away from Jack and draws his sword, aiming at the sky. I'm Deverak Ray, too many of you, I'm a hero, perhaps to some I'm a radical. To me, I think I'm both of those things, or perhaps even neither. A soldier was turned bitter by war, and in my bitterness I let myself be betrayed by the Federation. I let the unjust actions of some few Union corporations and an underground rebel insurrection channel. In all their efforts to bury the contributions of the Minister to even favor a major Federation war, take on the illusion as the actions of the entire Federation. I let myself be preyed upon by malicious radical forces because they said they could change the galaxy, and that's exactly what I wanted to hear. I wanted to believe Dustbringers could solve all my problems, but they can't. Dustbringers are the problem. As long as this multiverse stands divided as it is, we will never be free of the rebel plague or any other threat that might come over us. Fascism, nationalism, they're only pathways to decades of strife and death. How could a Federation that once stood so united in striking down the equally villainous Inquisition now break apart so easily? Derek swings down his sword and aims at one of the camera drones, which have now moved in closer and begun to circle him. To my Zoltran brethren, now is your chance to change the future. Should you call yourself a Dustbringer now, it is never too late to lay down your armor and your weapons and abandon this terror. Should you be questioning your loyalty to the Federation or the Ministry, just think of what cause you would be giving up, just to become a mindless soldier to a group whose ideologies nearly mirrored that of the so-hated rebellion. And you should still be a faithful Ministry or Federation ally. It is still your duty to ensure the everlastingness of this peace. For as long as those like the Dustbringers are at large in this galaxy, you and your peace will never truly be safe. Derek bows, then stows his sword around him. Many more Zoltan emerge from the shadows of the building behind you and yell various things against the Dustbringers. Even some dock workers and other civilians join in, and a few Dustbringer vessels from the fight above start to jump away. As camera starts to drift away, you catch the scene elsewhere. Derek turns to you. I can't discern what intention you truly had coming here today. However, if you did come to have me killed, you have shown your mind changed. What would I have learned if I turned you away now after making a journey similar to mine? Derek looks behind him. Unfortunately, I don't really have anywhere to go now. I didn't think this far ahead. I need some place to keep this worn-out corpse that carries me, so need help on our mission, perhaps. I have a ship in storage, which means a lot to me, but I don't think I can fly it again. You may have it now. I guess just don't get it blown up. Yeah, no problems there. Okay, we got Deverak. You're a good fighter, right? Inflicts double damage in melee combat. Okay, we should... I think we finally get rid of a leech. Because two of them can still take down 3, which is enough to take down any level medbay, oxygen, clone bay, hacking, da-da-da-da. Wow! Rude! Poor Anorak. Okay. Such as I count is finished, explodes for 60 crew damage, 45 on allies. Okay. It also kills other Zoltans in the room. So if you ever get boarded by Zoltans... but we do want him to do melee damage. Okay. That's also going to do it for this episode, though. Thanks for watching Up to New Series. I'll be seeing you guys all next episode. Bye, everyone.